In this chapter, Paul gives us some of the most beautiful reminders about peace, joy, and trust. He says, "Rejoice in the Lord always." I will say it again. Rejoice. Now, let's be honest. Rejoicing isn't always easy. Life throws curveballs, and sometimes the last thing we feel like doing is being joyful. But this isn't about pretending everything's fine. It's about anchoring our hearts in something bigger. It's about Jesus. Jesus, the Word made flesh, came close so we'd never have to walk through life's ups and downs alone. His light doesn't erase the hard stuff, but it cuts through the darkness with hope. When Paul says, "Let your gentleness be evident to all," the Lord is near. He's pointing us back to that truth. Jesus isn't distant. He's near, right here in the middle of our mess, offering peace that doesn't depend on our circumstances. And then there's this gem. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. Think about that. God isn't asking us to have it all figured out before we come to Him. He's saying, bring it all. Your worries, your fears, your doubts, and lay them at my feet. I can handle it. And what does He promise in return? The peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. That's not just a poetic promise. It's real. It's the kind of peace that holds you steady when everything else feels shaky. This chapter also calls us to shift our focus. Paul encourages us to dwell on whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable. It's not about ignoring life's struggles. It's about choosing to let the light of Jesus shape how we see them. His grace invites us to lift our eyes and see that, even in the storm, there's beauty to be found. Paul wraps it all up with these words. I can do all this through Him who gives me strength. That's the heart of Philippians 4. Jesus is our strength, not just for the big, dramatic moments, but for the everyday battles, the quiet worries, and the things we don't talk about. God didn't just make us and then leave us to figure it out. He formed us with intention, with care, and with love. Jesus, the Word, was there in the beginning, part of the creation story, bringing everything into being. But He didn't stop there. He came as one of us, showing us how deeply we are loved and cherished, even in our brokenness. When we look at Jesus, we see the heart of God, the one who created us, who knows us intimately, and who came to make us whole. He's there, offering freedom from the weight we carry and the grace to start fresh every single day. So, what does this mean for you? Maybe it's a reminder to pause, take a deep breath, and talk to God about what's on your heart. Maybe it's an invitation to lean into His peace, to let go of the things you've been trying to handle on your own. Whatever it is, know this, you're not alone. Jesus' light is with you, bringing hope, freedom, and grace right where you are. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Share in the comment box.